Okay, it's live now. Just waiting for it to start and waiting for the ad to pop up. Hopefully, I get the ad. Oh, Ligma's in here. I don't got no ads. That's great. But I've got Ligma in the chat and Rogue Dog is in the chat. Welcome to the Undrafted Analysts, guys. This is the third installment of everybody's favorite show. Got 4 people in the chat so far. Let me know, guys, did you guys get any notifications on this live right now? Because I got demonetized from this live and I didn't even go live yet. So you guys need to let me know what's going on because, like I said, I'm not getting ads on this. I'm not getting ads on this live right now, and I don't think it sent you guys a notification. It didn't send you guys a notification. That's fantastic. So now I know that. I got demonetized off of this. I did, Kid Blue. Okay, so some people are getting it. Ligma's in the chat. Alex Sports says, sup, Blue. First of all, what's going on? Big Blue News, the co-host.
Yo,
Go ahead.
what's good? What's up?
All right, guys. So we are on our 3rd episode here on the Undrafted Analysts Podcast. We got some stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Our topic sheet is probably the biggest it's been since we started this, actually. Can't trust Randy Gregory. Yes, we are going to talk about Randy Gregory. That is in the subject sheet, Cowboy X Factor. One Giant Rebuttal is in the chat. What's going on? What's up, Kid Blue? What's up? One Giant Rebuttal. OGR is in the chat. Enzo is in the chat. Kid Blue, what's up, kid? What's going on, Enzo? Appreciate you guys joining the stream. So I do want to apologize, first of all, guys. Me and Big Blue News, we are exhausted from our actual lives right now. He could talk about himself in a second. I'll just quickly point out that I've recently started a new job. I'm with the post office, so I'm your mailman. So I've been going through training and orientation and driving school, and it's been guys, I've been having to drive like an hour and a half to 2 hours one way to get to my destination. So I'm on the road constantly, and I just been exhausted lately. Quick little fun fact for you guys. I'm shadowing. I'm shadowing for my route at the post office. I'm not going to say where I live at or anything like that. But you guys know of a man named Carlos Williams of the NFL, formerly of the Buffalo Bills. He actually lives on my route. Like I'm going to be delivering mail to Carlos Williams, and I personally was able to shake his hand, and he gave me the inside scoop of which teams were calling him after he just got reinstated into the NFL. So I'll talk about that in just a second on the teams that have been calling him. Hopefully, I'm allowed to say this. And his agent doesn't come after me and be like, listen, you're getting sued, brother. You're getting sued.
For real. So, you're gonna go from demonetized to getting sued.
Exactly. So I don't know if I'm really digging myself in a huge hole here, but I do have the inside scoop on Carlos Williams, former running back of the Buffalo Bills. He lives in my area. I'm delivering to him. I'm his mailman, and he told me where he's getting calls from right now. And I also, on my second day of training, I was in Tampa and got to see Aaron Judge 5 feet away from me, as well as I forgot. I don't know his name. I really don't know baseball like that, guys. Maybe Ray. I don't know if you know his name. Stanton. He wears number 27. Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah. He's 27 squad, so of course I recognized him. But quickly, I want to point out, guys. Redskins 24/7 is in the chat. Stand up, NFC East fans. Also, Chuck Sharts is in there. What's going on, Chuck? And James is in here saying hi. So, what's going on, Ray? How have you been? How's your week, my friend? How's your week?
Listen, I'm gonna just start off with saying that I uploaded my first video on my channel. Make sure y'all check it out. But also, as soon as that video was uploaded, not the first one, not the outtake, the final one, freaking life hit me, and it's midterms week. So this whole time I've been wanting to release a video and just do things, and I can't do anything because of midterm. So you know how it goes. School's kicking my ass, but friggin', you know how it goes. Right now I'm tired.
It is, man. Yeah.
I'm running on 7 hours of sleep within 2 days. So right now I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm just talking. So yeah.
Yeah, man, we're both exhausted. He has school, I have work, and it's like it's crazy right now. William Pascal is in the chat. He's saying, "What's up, Kid Blue?" and "What's up, Ramon?" So he's greeting both of us. Love you, William. You're awesome, man. So, like I said, so guys, bear with us. We're trying to upload videos. I'm trying to upload videos. I haven't uploaded in 6 days because I've been going through training and stuff like that. So eventually I'll get back on track. And yeah, the undrafted porn star. I'm gonna say prawn star so I don't get demonetized, but there's that. What happened to your camera? It cut off.
Yeah, hold on. I'm putting
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to put up the comments.
Okay. Jeffrey Abbey is in the chat. My guy, I love Jeffrey Abbey. Combine is here. Yes, it is. And we will be talking some draft talk later on in the show. Stick around for that. Also, guys, we will be having guests on the show. If you guys want to come on the show and talk to us, I will be giving my email in the comment section, and you guys will have to email me as fast as you can. And whoever's first is I'll send that email, the link to get on the show. That's how we're gonna do it from now on, guys. So I think it's the easiest way, and it kind of just doesn't allow everybody at once to come in the chat. So I give the link to one person, and it could keep recycling in that fashion. Big Blue for live. Should we draft DeAndre Baker in the second round? If DeAndre Baker falls to the second round, I would love him in the second round. By the way, guys, I am coming out with my 7-round mock draft for the New York Giants within the next couple of days. So keep in mind with that. Also, follow Big Blue News on YouTube. I have his link in the description below. It's under my co-host. So go ahead and click on the link and subscribe to the co-host, Ray, Big Blue News. So also, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far, make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm at 2 so far. My goal is 20. Let's hit 20 at least before this day is done. And Fitness Cheat Code is in the chat saying Giants have a bigger need at pass rush than O-line, and that's exactly right. That is exactly why we are going to be talking about pass rushers in this episode. We're going to be talking about draft pass rushers. We talked about quarterbacks last week. We'll talk about pass rushers, and maybe we'll talk about other positions later on in as the podcast go along. Every episode we'll probably talk about another position. Should we drive Devin White, KB? I would not mind that whatsoever. I want to be on your show. Send me your email now. I will be sending the email when we start taking guests. So maybe Solima. I see OV getting traded or cut. Kid Blue has a good point though. A point on Zoe Carter taking his spot in reps. Yes, Lorenzo Carter will be fine at starter in my opinion. I got you demonetized. I would not doubt it, Ligma. I would not doubt it. Would not doubt it. Bavith, my main man, Bavith is in the chat. Listen, Bavith, trust me, I don't know if you weren't in the chat earlier. I've been saying I haven't been able to upload, haven't been able to go live, so I wanted to go live and play with you on Apex Legends, but I haven't been on my Xbox in a week. I've been going through training on my new job and things like that. I haven't been having any time to do anything. So yeah. So sorry about that, Bavith. And James Favelo wants a wrench. You're in the chat a lot, Favelo, so I'll give you a mod. There you go. Use it wisely or I'll take it away. So let's move on finally. After all that is said and done, let's move on. Chris calls him Bavith. Yeah, I know. I cringe every time Chris calls him Bavith. I feel bad for him. But that's my main man, Bavith. Should we start cornerback Deontay Dion? I think you mean Dante Dion. Should we get corner? I don't. Should we start? Dante Dion is not on the Giants no more, my guy. He's on the Rams. But yeah. All right. So I'm looking at my topic sheet right now. Just mentioning, I'm still in awe, guys. I'm still in awe. I delivered to Carlos Williams. He came out. That dude, for a running back, that dude looks like a freaking defensive lineman. I almost pooped my pants, man, looking at that dude. That dude is huge, man. You look at NFL guys, and then you see them in real life, and you're like, oh my God.
Is he bigger than me?
Huh?
Is he bigger than me?
Hell yeah, bro. He's 6'2". He's 6'2", 240. He's 6'2", 240 pounds. That dude is, bro, Carlos was like, oh, what's up, man? I'm like, oh, Carlos, hi, man. Hi. Big fan. Big fan. I saw you FSU, Buffalo Bills. Big fan, man. Big
Yeah.
fan. He's like, oh, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, guys, we'll talk about that later of the teams that are interested in Carlos Williams, but we'll talk about that later in the show. But yeah, with all that being said, I want to move on to some news that has been coming out in the past couple of days. We'll talk about some guys that have been released so far in the NFL. So we're talking about Robert Quinn. I believe he's like 30 or 31 years old, I want to say Robert Quinn is, or maybe even older than that. He's an old guy at defensive end / linebacker. He's been released by the Miami Dolphins. Had himself a pretty productive season last year. 6.5 sacks. I believe 70 or 80 something tackles. I mean, he's interesting if the Giants want to bring on a pass rusher just to do it as a rotational pass rusher like they brought on Connor Barwin last year. As you guys know, yeah. Connor Barwin has been released by the Giants, so that's kind of a gap there. So we can bring on a guy like Robert Quinn if we want to get rid of OV on top of that. So, Ray, what are your thoughts on Robert Quinn to the Giants as a cheap option?
How much do you think they would offer him?
The Giants, oh man, I don't know what his contract was last year. He was a pretty decently paid pass rusher, but since he's older in age and he's getting a new contract and he got released, I would say nothing more than a $5-6 million contract.
Yeah, listen, we need all the help we can at this point, so I wouldn't mind taking that. We need somebody with at least some experience to fill these holes that we have. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't mind Robert Quinn for the right price because I just want – I feel like the Giants are on that point where they could make a playoff run with the right guys. So if they get guys like we'll talk about later, we'll talk about Mike Adams, we'll talk about Captain Munnerlyn. We can get those older guys in here to play for us for a couple years to help us win a championship, then we get rid of them. Like those, I'll get demonetized. Let me not say that. But sort of like using certain people for certain things and letting them go. So,
like Robert Kraft, okay.
Like Robert Kraft, exactly. Like Robert Kraft. Quickly, Robert Kraft. That dude's going to jail. He's spending the rest of his life in jail. I'll just say that. That dude's 77 years old. 30-31 being an old guy. Yeah, in the NFL, that's an old guy. 30 to 31 years old, that is an old guy in the NFL. Joe Lutz is in the chat. I can't believe Joe Lutz does not have a wrench. Enzo, by the way, I gave you a wrench, my friend. Also, Joe Lutz is in the chat. You need to be a moderator. Don't know how you're not a moderator, but what's up, guys? So yeah, Robert Quinn is a pretty, like, I don't know, interesting guy to throw out there for the Giants if they want to make a playoff run. Joe Lutz said, let me get a ho yeah. We need to keep Ogletree. I don't know about that. We'll see what happens there. Let's see. Should we start Prawn Star Khalifa? Yeah, man, starter. That's starter for sure. Let's go. The whole chat about it, D-Wrenches. Yeah, man. Chat gang all day. Bro, are you crazy? Kraft literally going to pay a fine at most to get no chance. I don't know because he can't survive jail. I'll tell you that right now. 77 years old, he's going to die. He's going to die.
Yeah, I think it's 2 counts of misdemeanor, I think prostitution or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Soliciting a prostitution. So he's taking money. Like, I mean, he's giving money for prostitution. Which is kind of weird because the guy, I don't think the guy can get up anymore. He's 77. I mean, he must take like a whole bottle of Viagra or something.
Listen, bro, he got money, so he probably found the cure to limp. I'm not gonna say the second word, but,
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, but let's get on back to football. Let's talk about Justin Houston. He has been released. He's gonna be released by the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought they would keep him because I thought he would be fine at defensive end, but I guess he's making too much money. He isn't what he used to be. Back when he got that huge contract, that was when he almost broke Michael Strahan's 22 and a half sack record when he had 22 sacks. So Justin Houston used to be a premier pass rusher. Now he's not going to be. Now his production has dwindled a little bit. Justin Houston or Robert Quinn. I mean, the Giants can go either or depending on the right price. But I mean, Justin Houston being released has to be an interesting prospect for the NFL in general. I guarantee you he's not going to be on the free agent market very long. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting Justin Houston over Robert Quinn. To be honest, in my opinion, I'd rather get him because I feel like he's more productive. And is he younger than Robert Quinn?
They might be around the same age.
Yeah.
So, but I'd still want Justin Houston over Robert Quinn. The question is the contract. Is the contract. You know, a guy like Robert Quinn never even reached 20 sacks before. So when you talk about Justin Houston, his agent's gonna lay that on there like, bam, 20 sacks, 20 sacks in 2014, 20 plus sacks 2014. Let me get some money. So Stealth Raven is in the chat saying, "Oh yeah, should we trade the best player ever, Michael Bennett?" What is it with Ligma with Michael Bennett? That dude's obsessed with Michael Bennett, bro. I would trade OBJ for him. You're freaking nuts. You're nuts.
My God.
I'm trying to figure out why Big Blue was wearing a Raiders hat. Oh, see, I told you, Ray. I told you. Somebody was gonna mention it.
Listen. I have this. Listen, this is why I have this hat, right? I have this hat, but I have nothing to match it with, so I couldn't wear it. I already had the outfit. I had to wear the Raiders hat.
Bob, if you know how New Yorkers are, man, they have to match everything they got, no matter who they rock. You know, no matter what colors it is. What colors it is.
Listen, read my description. It says I'm wearing the Raiders hat. I mean, a hat, but freaking Big Blue Nation. I think Big Blue Sun. I don't know what I said, but I'm tired.
That's true. Got to match. Yeah, Bob knows. He's in New York too, so Bob knows.
Yeah.
So all right. So I want to get into some other nitty gritty stuff. Darian Thompson has been released by the Cowboys. What do you guys think, Ray, including the chat? What do you guys think the Giants should do as far as Darian Thompson goes? Do you guys think we should bring back Darian Thompson since we need some safeties right now? Curtis Riley is being released. I mean, not released, but Curtis Riley is a free agent. I don't imagine us re-signing him. And then, Landon Collins is obviously going to be gone. So what do you think?
We were speaking about this, but I wouldn't mind picking up Darian Thompson again because one, he's already familiar with the organization, and we need a free safety. So we got to fill every hole we can, and if he's going to fill that hole, we might as well pick him up.
Exactly, especially that he's probably going to sign a contract for like less than $1 million. Why not bring back Darian Thompson to see what he can do? If he doesn't do anything in training camp, who cares? Who cares? And we drafted him before, we released him before we could release him again. Teams have done that in the past. Why not? Darian Thompson wasn't really a bad guy. He had problems with tackling. He had problems with, misreading guys. But as far as a rangy, smart safety, that's what he is. So,
I feel
Darian
like
Thompson.
I feel like he was one of our better free safeties in recent years. So, besides Andrew Adams, but I feel like we get him. He has that little experience in the Cowboys. They weren't doing bad defense wise, so maybe he picked something up, learned something new, so he could bring it to the Giants and they could figure something out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, Darian Thompson is better than Curtis Riley. Even though Curtis Riley had 4 interceptions, Curtis Riley was just there at the right time. He was in the right place at the right time. Curtis Riley is trash. I mean, just bad. And he had 4 interceptions, so I guarantee you he's going to get a big contract somewhere else. I hope it's not with the Giants, but we got some guys in the chat. Manchester United is in the chat. I think Landon Collins will stay. We'll see about that. He cleaned out his locker and everything. I mean, he's packing it up. He's like, said, "I'm sorry, mama."
Oh yeah, Manchester United. This is not a Raiders hat. I had a Raiders hat in my first video. This is a different hat.
I'm cleaning out my closet. Now that's what Landon Collins said. All right, so sexy ghost and stuff. Okay, Jeffrey Abbey. I gotta give him a wrench too. Jesus Lord, I'm slacking, guys. I apologize. NYG31 is in the chat. What's going on, my friend? What's up, Kid Blue? What's going on, 31? Joe Lutz, off seasons for sure going to be interesting. Definitely, man. We have a lot of things we can do. I mean, I think the Giants could make a playoff run, and it's very interesting to see how we're going to transform this roster more than we already did last year. I'm very excited to see that. Hell no, I assume he's talking about Darian Thompson. John May, Cody Ford at 6 is my dream. I don't know. Cody Ford is a little bit of a reach at 6 because he's going to be transferred into a guard. So I don't think we should draft a guard at 6. NYG31 says send me the link. I'll send you the link when we open up the lines, my friend. Just stay tuned for that. So everybody's laughing at 60 go. What did he say? Why everybody can say something about 60 go. Okay. If we make the right moves, we can win 10, 11 games this year with an easy schedule. Yes, exactly. We have definitely an easy schedule. You guys should have a call in. We are doing that. If you stay later, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned that, Bobith. I mentioned that I'll be putting my email in my business email in the comments, and whoever emails me first is gonna get a shot to he said no, is gonna get a shot to be on the show. Whoever emails me first, I'm gonna send the link to you, and you can come on the show for about 3 or 4 minutes, say what you want to say, start a conversation, and we'll keep it moving. I'll allow second time callers, if you want to say that, second time callers after everybody else has gotten their fair shot. Any O lineman at 6 is a reach. Too rich day 2 or free agency. Yeah, I think offensive lineman shouldn't be the move there at 6. I think the best offensive lineman somebody could go in the top 10 is Jonah Williams. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. So let's move on to our next subject, and we're going to be talking about Michael Crabtree. Now, Michael Crabtree is kind of interesting because here's a guy, I just sound like Chris Collinsworth a little bit here, but here is a guy that produces at such an old age. It's not like he is, another Brandon Marshall or somebody that's injury prone, things like that. Michael Crabtree is legitimately productive at his age, and I'm sure he's not going to be demanding more than a $4 million contract, $5 million contract. I think it would be interesting to bring out Michael Crabtree to the Giants at the third number wide receiver option. He's about 6'2" or so. He's definitely a deep threat. Definitely a possession type receiver, definitely a red zone receiver. Very good in the red zone, very good at catching touchdowns year in and year out. So Ray, well, what do you think about Michael Crabtree?
I feel like we should go after him, and I'm hoping he's productive because every time we pick up somebody, a big man in the Giants, I don't know what's good with the Giants, but it's like we have bad luck with tall people. So I'm hoping he's as productive as he is normally, but I say we go after him. Let me see. I'm trying to see his height because I kind of want to.
I think he's 6'2". If I'm not mistaken.
I'll tell you right.
Maybe even taller. I don't know. No problem, Jeffrey Ivory. How tall is he?
6'1".
Okay. I mean that's decent for me because he has long arms too. That dude is can definitely moss people. I've seen it in his career plenty of times with the Raiders, with the 49ers, and with the Ravens. I mean, he mosses people, man.
So I'd say let's go after him because it's not like we have anybody good that's let's just say this. Cody Latimer, let me look this up now. Cody Latimer is not even that tall. I mean not that good, and he's tall. And Brandon Marshall was tall and he sucked. Let me see. He's 6'3", yeah. So it's in between Odell's height and hold on.
Yeah, we'll see. But when it comes to Cody Latimer, he was hurt. He was hurt. So, hold on, I'm trying to move on. Yeah, Cody Latimer was hurt. So we'll see if we resign Cody Latimer, guys. I think he'll do well. He is slept on, Joe Lutz. He is slept on. Cody Latimer is. So if he comes back and is healthy, I'm pretty sure he could produce for us. Especially that he's already played with us before. So he made a disgusting one-hand catch. Yeah, towards the late end of the season. Yeah, but he needs to be healthy for me to keep him on the squad. It doesn't matter how good you are. The best ability is availability for me. So we're going to move on to our next subject here. We're talking about Randy Gregory and David Irving. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys already have these problems all the time. Hello?
Wait.
You good?
I'm back. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I want to finish my comments. All right.
Okay.
We have bad luck with tall receivers, so we might as well get someone in between Odell's height and these people that have been messing up. Because with Brandon Marshall, he ain't do nothing. Cody Latimer, I think got hurt freaking mad quick and didn't even get a chance to do anything good for us. So Michael Crabtree, he's in between the height, So hopefully the bad luck of big men don't fall on him. And also, what is it called? We definitely need a freaking red zone threat, and hopefully he could fill that spot in. Because if not, I don't know. I don't know if we got a curse on people that are tall, but
Yeah, the guy that can make the quick out route into the end zone, the quick 5-yard out route in the end zone, the guy that can run a fade in the end zone 2 yards away from the end zone. That's Michael Crabtree right there. I mean, that is what he does. That's his bread and butter, is these moss catches, these touchdown catches. That's what he does. He does it with every team he's been a part of. If he used it with the Giants, I think the Giants can make a really good production, get really good production out of Michael Crabtree for $4 million, $5, $6 million contract. So it's going to cost us a little bit, but it'll be worth it.
And Joe Lutz had mentioned how Latimer ain't bad. Don't sleep on him. He's not bad. He didn't get a chance to really show what he could do because he got hurt. So I don't know. He wasn't as productive as I thought he would be, being the tallest receiver and having to go up and make those plays. He was getting freaking locked down a couple times I seen. So it's like, I don't know. But also it has to do with Odell being the primary receiver, so he's not going to get as many targets as he should be getting as a big man. But
yeah, I agree. I think Michael Crabtree would be a great fit for the Giants. That's my personal opinion. I can't believe nobody's really talking about Michael Crabtree to the Giants as much as I thought of. I mean, I'm looking at Instagram comments and stuff like that about him being potentially being released, and nobody's even talking about him being signed. Wasn't he a former first or second round pick? Also, he's also like 6'3" and runs a 4.4 as potential if used right. I think he's talking about this dude, Cody Latimer. Cody Latimer was a former second round pick. Crabtree is a stud if used right as well. Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you want. Depends on who you want and how much you want to pay. So I think Michael Crabtree could still provide better production, but if you want to get similar production and a cheaper contract, Cody Latimer is your guy. Depends on who you favor. So that being said, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys now. I'm surprised Verl Keeler is not in the chat. Maybe I've summoned him. Maybe he's in the chat, and then I mentioned his name. Maybe he'll come in. Also, Sexy Go is in the chat, so we're going to talk about the Cowboys now. So Randy Gregory and David Irving are going to be suspended from the NFL. It seems like a deja vu because I could have sworn they were suspended last year. I mean, Jesus. Listen, the Cowboys are the type of team that they just don't care about who they bring onto the Cowboys. You look at Greg Hardy, he was a complete flop. And you look at Randy Gregory, he was a first-round projected pick. A lot of people had him going to the Cowboys with the first-round pick, but they wound up picking him up in the second round. And now he's a decent player, just can't stay on the field because of all the weed. And then you look at David Irving, it's the same thing. They must be smoking weed together in the facility.
Bro. You got to say it how you usually say it, because whenever you say weed, you can
stay off the weed.
Yeah, there you go.
That's that Stephen A impression right there. But I'm trying to think of any other guys that were suspended for any of that kind of stuff. For any kind of other usage and stuff like that. But still, I mean, what the hell? I think the Cowboys, when they're drafting their players, they're like, does this the best one of the Cowboys like, don't spam, the bots will automatically like hide your comments. But but whatchamacallit, I think the front office for the Cowboys, when they're drafting a player, like Jerry Jones is like, I like this guy. Does he smoke some weed? Does he smoke the weed? If he smoked the weed, I want to pull the trigger on him right now. Just like Jerry Jones wanted Johnny Manziel if it was like the death of him. He wanted Jerry Jones so bad he like had an argument with his own son. I mean, it was ridiculous. So I want Johnny Manziel. He has drug issues. He got drug issues. Steven. He got drug issues. Draft him right now.
I bet they was trying to pursue Josh Gordon.
I wouldn't doubt it. He's a wide receiver with worse character issues than Dez Bryant. Sign him right now. I want him right now. Sign him. Trade a first round pick for him. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. Right there. That's Jerry Jones for you. Cowboys don't care about player character. Good for them. Plus,
I
they
want
have.
to I want to bring up something that was said early in the comments by, who was it? Oh yeah, Joe Lutz. Are we gonna talk about John Ross?
Yeah, he's actually next.
Okay, yeah, because he brought up a comment saying, "I'm hearing Bengals trying to get rid of John Ross, which is interesting. I don't want him, but imagine how many corners he will burn with Odell double cover."
Oh my God. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm saying, guys. Oh, you guys like the accent? Well, I'm in Florida now, so I'm around a lot of Southern people, so I tend to catch on pretty well. But yeah, since you mentioned that, Ray, let's move on to John Ross. Now, John Ross, if you want to say, I mean, he could be. I mean, he's faster than Corey Coleman. Mm-hmm. To me, if he reached the ceiling, say if Corey Coleman reached his ceiling, like the best he can be, if Corey Coleman reached the best he can be, and John Ross reached the best he can be, like actual first round picks they could be, John Ross is better than Corey Coleman for sure. Yeah. I think John Ross runs better routes. Corey Coleman in college, all he ran were stop and goes and go routes. Stop and goes, go routes, the occasional slant route. That's all he ran. A couple curl routes. That's it. He didn't run the whole route tree. John Ross didn't run a route tree in Washington as well, but at the combine, he ran and his pro day, he ran fantastic routes. It's just because his scheme he was in Washington doesn't have those in the playbook, so he couldn't run the routes anyway. But he's a fantastic route runner. To me, John Ross, if it came up to that decision, I'd cut Corey Coleman and bring in John Ross. But I know football doesn't work like that. Yeah, exactly. It's not like Madden where you can just trade muck cards and whatever and stuff like that. But we're with Corey Coleman right now. To me, he's a poor man's John Ross. But John Ross is definitely going to seek the attention of like the Patriots. Definitely the Patriots. I'm thinking of Green Bay. Where else are we going? I'm thinking of the Lions. They need wide receiver help. The Buffalo Bills. Oh man, the Bills would be a great fit.
The Bills, yeah.
Because the Bills, believe it or not, when John Ross was being drafted, I had the Bills taking John Ross with the 10th overall pick. But obviously he went to the Bengals. Why is everybody laughing? Was everybody laughing at my accent, or what are you guys laughing at? You guys having a trophies off the line. Enzo is laughing up a storm. Kid Blue, please send me nuds.
Yo, Ligma, go to sleep. I think
it's. We need reliable guys, not lottery tickets. Yeah, you're right, John May. You are right. James Favello. True, but now I'm a Pats fan, so mess with me. You're a Pats fan? You're lying. Oh, you said JK. Okay, I'm about to say. Enzo said, the weeds. Stay off the weed. Giant stand up. All right. So also, guys, if you guys haven't liked the video already, like the video. I keep saying that because I'm used to making videos. If you guys haven't liked the stream already, like the podcast already, make sure you guys hit that like button. The goal is 20 likes. We are halfway there at 20 likes. I got 16 people watching, 11 likes. The math isn't adding up right now, so go ahead and hit that like button for me, guys. And also subscribe to Big Blue News. Sub to see greatness. Subscribe to Big Blue News, guys. We'll be uploading once I assume once his midterms are done or whenever he can find time. He's going through a lot of college struggles right now, so he's on suicide watch every day. So just keep that in mind. Like the stream, or I'm gonna get the Italian hog mollies on you. Exactly, man. Get them Italian hog mollies. I can't really do an Italian accent, so I would try, but I would embarrass myself, and I'm not trying to do that. So my bedtime is when I stick it in hard enough. What is life right now? What is life right now? All right, so moving on. John Ross is off the block. Quickly, Ray, do you have any thoughts on John Ross and where he could go, or you haven't really thought that far yet about where he could go?
Before you mentioned it, and like I was hearing a lot about him being targeted by the Bills, but in my head, I don't know why, it just like it stuck out to me that either the Patriots is gonna go after him, or I don't know why, but I started thinking about the Cardinals. I don't know why.
Cardinals, yes, it's another team that needs a wide receiver. And they're about to get rid of their guy JJ Nelson. Their fast receiver. They already got rid of John Brown a couple years ago. Now they're getting rid of JJ Nelson. They could bring in another speedster like John Ross. That's a very good point. So I'd say my top 5 teams for John Ross, not in no particular order. I'd say Patriots, Green Bay, Detroit, Bills, and the Cardinals. Those are my 5 guys right there.
That would be beautiful to see him in the Packers. I would like that.
Yeah, because they're not re-signing Randall Cobb.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Matthews. Yeah. So Randall Cobb's gonna have to find a new home too. Randall Cobb, I have a feeling he's going to the Lions. I mean, the freaking the NFC North is like a one big family. Like everybody that's a free agent from the NFC North stays in the NFC North. I mean, you know how much freaking like you look at Julius Peppers, you look at a bunch of guys out there that go on to like the division teams, especially in the NFC North. It's like they freaking have fun with they just trade their players. Like they're just a family or something like that. Kid Blue RB27 subscribe. Appreciate that, Enzo. I feel the Steelers are another option too if they get rid of Antonio Brown. John Ross has Raider written all over him. Maybe, possibly, that's another team that needs a wide receiver as well. Kid, I'm not answering that. Bobby Woodruff is in the chat. He says, "Hi, Kid Blue, my friend. You are awesome." I appreciate that, Bobby. You're even more awesome. Thank you for joining the live stream, guys. And if you guys are joining for the first time, or if you guys are watching and you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button as we move on to our next subject, as we are going to be talking about. And I think this is the most interesting out of all of the free agents that were released in the past couple of days, and that is Captain Munnerlyn and Mike Adams, being that these are guys that I don't think Mike Adams was brung on by Dave Gettleman, but Captain Munnerlyn was brung on by Dave Gettleman with the Carolina Panthers. He's been with the Panthers for a couple years now before he was with the Minnesota Vikings. Captain Munnerlyn, at about 30 years old or something like that, I believe he's like 29, 30 years old. He's still a decently cheap guy. Bible.com. Yes, read that Bible, boy. Read that. But I will give you the verse of the day. I'll give you the verse of the day. So, anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about, Captain Munnerlyn. At 29 or 30 years old, he's still a very good option for the Giants to bring on. He could probably play for another 3 or 4 years. I would love Captain Munnerlyn to be bring on to the Giants. And then we talk about Mike Adams. What better way to sign? What better situation to be in than get 2 secondary players that were once part of the team that our GM was a part of? So I would love to have Mike Adams. I know Mike Adams is like 34, 35 years old. I don't expect him to sign him for more than a year or two. But Mike Adams is a very productive safety. And then you look at Captain Munnerlyn, who's another guy that you could stick in at number 2 cornerback. I'm just very interested in Captain Munnerlyn and Mike Adams. What do you think about that, Ray?
Yeah, Captain Munnerlyn, I'd say we go after him. Most like a lot of people didn't really agree with us going after them, but since they have that connection with our GM, and also they're at an age where they have that experience where they could mentor these new players on our team, it'll benefit us. Like you said, though, Adams is probably going to sign a 1-2 year deal, which is kind of like a teach them what you know deal. And Captain Munnerlyn, he'll definitely benefit us. So I say we go after him.
Yeah, and guys, you guys have to remember, yes, they're older, but when they're older, that means cheaper contracts. You are not, especially do you ever hear Captain Munnerlyn being a top 10 cornerback in the league? No. Do you ever hear Mike Adams being a top 10 safety in the league? No. I mean, Mike Adams had a very good year 1 year with the Indianapolis Colts, and same thing with Captain Munnerlyn when he was on the Minnesota Vikings. So they have some experience. They have some notoriety to them that if we bring them onto the Giants, I'm sure they're going to be productive. Also, yes, bring home that Patterson and NJ homie. Who's from New Jersey? Let me know, Bootney. Who else said? Okay, Bobby said Kid Blue. Will you like Wilson as QB for the Giants? We're going to be getting into that in a second. Even though those controversies were false. But we'll be talking about Russell Wilson in a few. Should So the Giants draft a safety in the 5th round. I don't want to spoil that because I have a 7-round mock draft for the Giants coming out very, very soon. Ligma, please stop because you're gonna get people to freaking leave my chat, man. So please stop, guys. Don't offend. I mean, I don't care what you guys type, but don't spam it. Just don't spam it, please. Just don't spam. That's all I ask for you guys. But Kid Blue, do you think you can be taller than Kyler? A man could dream. A man could dream. You know what's funny? Everybody knows I'm short, right? Everybody knows I'm 60 inches. I'm 5 foot. And everybody knows I'm short. And I'm sure everybody's like saying, why is this kid talking about Kyler Murray and talking down on him when he's like 9 inches taller than Kid Blue? Like, I mean, yeah, Kyler Murray's a freaking midget. All right. If he's a midget, if I'm a midget, he's a midget. I don't care. If he can't be in the NFL, I can't be in the NFL. I'm just playing. But still, I just think he's just too short to play quarterback. But you're 5 feet. Yes, Sexy Go. I am 60 inches, and I could still take your girl. So, Big Blue, I'm sorry. Are you from NY? I was born in NY. I was raised in Pennsylvania. Moved to New York again. Then moved to Florida. So I'm a man. I'm a man that has been in many places. I'm an adventurer.
I was born and raised in New York, so yeah.
Yeah, he's a boring guy. So, you gotta get with an adventurer like me, guys. Get an adventurer like me, you know. But yeah, checking in. Love the show. Oh, 40 Luck is in the chat. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the flame right there. I love that emoji. Appreciate that, my guy. Kid Blue, I'm sure too. I am 3% at the age of 50. I'm not very good at math, so you would have to probably tell me how old you are. I think Kyler Murray would be a good slot wide receiver. We haven't seen him run routes or catch balls yet, so we can't. I mean, at the height, yeah. I don't have a girl for live jokes on you. Jokes on you, Dan. So I'm gonna be taking your air because that's all you got. Boxing match against Ray and Kid Blue. That's not fair. I'd beat him in 5 seconds. That's just not fair. That's not fair. I'm 1'1", age 26. Okay, you're a foot and an inch tall. Okay, you're a little taller than a $5 foot long. Big Blue. I was born in the Bronx and moved to Queens. Where are you in New York? You can answer that question, obviously.
I'm writing in the comments. You can continue talking.
You're writing in the comments? Okay.
I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah. BX.
Yes.
Book down, Bronx. Stand up, guys. Stand up, y'all. And so I'm from Jersey. NYG. I was born in New York too. Yeah, so sexy go, getting all these New Yorkers in here, and he's like getting uncomfortable, I'm sure.
Right.
But yeah, he's getting aroused at the same time. But
yep, I'm 4'11", guys. I don't know if you know, but I'm 4'11".
4'11". Oh God. All right, so let's talk about. I think we're running short on our. Okay, so before we get onto the Giants, real quick, I do want to talk about Carlos Williams, and I told you guys I would let you guys know what teams are interested in Carlos Williams. So if he signs with one of these teams, you heard it here first. You could tell you're Colin Cowherd. You could tell you're Stephen A. Smith. You're Adam Schefter. You're Ian Rappaport. I'm the new guy here. I'm the guy with all the news now. I met with Carlos Williams. For anybody that's new in the stream that haven't heard it already, I met Carlos Williams. I shook his hand. I was very nervous. I made a fool of myself. But still, he gave me the inside scoop of teams that were calling him and discussing contracts with him, and that was the Oakland Raiders, the New York Jets, the New England Patriots, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He wants to stay with Tampa, so he said odds are I'm probably going to take the Tampa contract. So you may see Carlos Williams with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So just keeping that in mind. You heard it here first on the Undrafted Analysts. So letting you guys know, share all this stuff. If I'm right, let's get some clout. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get some clout.
Exactly. Let's get some clout. Carlos Williams gonna get reinstated. He's coming to Tampa. I'll probably see him around, keep delivering his mail, ring his doorbell just to be annoying, you know. But okay. So let's move on to our next subject. And we're going to be talking about Russell Wilson. Yeah, I'm sure everybody read Russell Wilson. He said, upstate Bronx.
he said he's from 233rd. That's like all the way up
Oh
there.
my
That's like
God. Yeah, I know where that is. That's actually 233rd is actually where my mom bought her car at. Somewhere around there. 230 something is where she bought the Sebring from.
oh damn for real.
Yeah. But whatchamacallit? Moving on, we're talking Russell Wilson. I'm sure everybody was so hype about Russell Wilson coming to the Giants when we saw that news that Russell Wilson wants out of Seattle. First of all, what came into my head was, okay, Russell Wilson is not that type of guy. He's not going to be like, oh, I want to leave right off the bat. He's not that type of dude.
Mhm.
But when I heard that, I'm just like, oh my God, yes, Russell Wilson's to the Giants. I don't care about the contract. Throw everything at him. I don't care. We're going back to the Super Bowl. But then when I saw that the source said Colin Cowherd, I said, are you nuts? Whoever's believing this, you need to stay off the weed. Because Colin Cowherd is the worst media analyst on TV that I have ever seen. He has the worst comparisons. He's the type of guy that will compare a group of grown men in the NFL to your ex-girlfriend. I mean, I'm seriously, he does that. He's like, look, think about this. We're talking about Carlos Williams, right? Carlos Williams is like your ex-girlfriend, right? She's made some mistakes, but you want to bring her back. I mean, he's the type of guy that would say this stupid stuff, and you're just sitting there on your computer, on your TV, and you're like, what the hell is this guy saying? What the hell has this guy been through in his life to compare grown men to your wife, your ex-wife, or your children? Or like, I was like, are you nuts? Colin Cowherd has the worst relatable type of analogies you could ever think of. All his guests that he brings onto the show, when he brings up those comparisons, they're like, yeah. All I see them saying. Colin Cowherd is just the worst guy you can get their information from. And when I heard that Russell Wilson is coming to New York because Colin Cowherd reported that Sierra wants to be in New York. Russell Wilson wants to leave everything, his whole legacy in Seattle, because Sierra, a washed-up female artist, let's not bring up female, of course, because I don't want to get the feminists in the chat, but a washed-up artist that was popular back in 2005, wants to move to New York because she's a performer and it'll be easier for her. Okay, Colin Cowherd, you've been in the sports media for how many years now? You know that's not how sports works. That's not how sports works. A player doesn't leave his a borderline. He even said it himself. This guy's going to go into the Hall of Fame. Russell Wilson, at the end of his career, will be in the Hall of Fame. And you're telling me this guy's going to leave back his whole legacy because Sierra wants to go to New York.
Yeah.
Are you out your mind?
I didn't know that was the reason that he used, because I had seen the news and then I watched your video and I heard that part. It would have made more sense to say he wanted to go to New York because he's trying to do the whole Yankees thing, and then like it'll be more convenient for him. But for the reason to be about Sierra wanting to go to New York, that makes no sense.
I was dumbfounded. That was his number one reason on his board, and his number two reason on his board. And he really paid attention to this. He's like, remember, his wife, Sierra, New York, performer, it all makes sense. I'm like, the arrogance in this guy. He's like, you heard it from me. If this happens, you heard it from me. I wasn't going to report it, but that's what I heard. I'm just going by what I heard. That was just a voice. I report on what I hear. That's it.
He needs to confront who he heard it from.
Yeah, of course he's going to leave it anonymous. And of course, if it was true, he wouldn't report it right off the bat. Of course, whoever he's giving this information to is going to say, keep this under wraps. And you're telling me the next day he's going to come out and say, oh, breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Russell Wilson is out to New York. Some guy told me. I swear. So, I mean, Colin Cowherd is just, he's a guy. He's a guy. But
you gotta think about it like this: since it's the off season and there wasn't really a lot of news coming out, that because that's the same day the news about Landon Collins came out, which we're about to discuss after this. But like there wasn't any news coming out from the NFL, so I guess they were just trying to think of anything to say, like anything to come up with to like release news. I don't know, because they was talking some crazy shit, and then the whole at first the lady had said that Landon Collins cleared her locker, and I cleared his locker, and then I forgot who was the guy that said no. I just spoke to Landon. He said he had got something that wasn't important. I forgot his name is Michael. I think Michael.
Paul Schwartz. Paul Schwartz.
What? No, it was somebody else too. It was Michael.
I don't know.
Yeah. So that day it was just a whole bunch of random news being released. So once I seen that, I was like, it sounds false, but it would be freaking beautiful if Russell Wilson came to the Giants.
Exactly. And listen, guys, a quick reminder for you guys in the chat listening right now. When it comes to draft time and free agency, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. And by the way, yeah, John May, Josina was right. She was right. Okay, we get it. But just forget about the Landon Collins situation for right now, because I don't want to bring that up right now.
Yeah.
Just yet. But guys, just to let you know, during free agency, during the draft time, you guys have not probably noticed this, but you guys are going to hear crazy storylines like the Russell Wilson situation. What did you hear from, I think it was Adam Schefter or Ian Rapp? No, it was Adam Schefter. I think he's the most ridiculous out of both those two guys. I call them the twins. They look exactly alike, and they're from ESPN and NFL Network, so I would get them confused. But Adam Schefter was over here saying that Cliff Kingsbury, the new head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, was going to draft Kyler Murray number 1 overall. Now, we all know that's complete nonsense right now. Now we know that's nonsense, but when that came out, I mean, the sports media was buzzing on it. I'm sure he got paid a very juicy very juicy paycheck for saying that. They do this to get the views. They do this to get the attention, to get their clout. The same thing with like CNN, Fox, all that other stuff, like regular politics and news and stuff. They'll make up stuff just to get your attention, and that's how they make their money. The sports media is no different. They are going to be people like Colin Cowherd and Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter, and a bunch of these guys are going to throw out a bunch of falsifying stuff. You guys know about the Philadelphia Eagles, that random guy a couple months ago. That random guy, he was saying, "Oh, Carson Wentz is being disrespected around the locker room. Nobody cares about Carson Wentz. They're all saying that he's arrogant, that he doesn't care about what the coach says, and that none of the teammates prefer him. They want Nick Foles." And what happened, guys? That was all false. That was all. Every single one of those Philadelphia players came out and said, "That's false. Who is this dude? I don't even think I talked to this dude." They're all trying to get clout. And what happens? He was successful because now we all know his name. I don't know his name right now because his name was a freaking weird name. But, he brought out his name and now he's getting all that clout. So you guys just keep in mind. Follow me on Twitter. Let me know of any reports you guys see. I will look into it and give you my opinion on it, and maybe I'll talk about it on the podcast. But make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, KidBlueRB27. Little shameless plug there. Link is in the description below. Make sure you guys follow. And then Yamov Spiffy, I guess. What do you think about the Giants' record going to be next year after the offseason and potential signings? After potential signings, after the draft, after free agency, and plus we have an easier schedule. I'm thinking 7 to 10 wins. 7 the least, 10 the most. What do you think, Ray?
I'd say 9. I'm gonna say an exact number. Say 9 wins. I'm not gonna put a
Okay. Well, you're not gonna give a range. You're gonna say exact, dead in the middle. 9 wins.
9 wins. Yeah.
Good. 9 wins. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys follow Big Blue News. His link is in the description down below. Make sure you guys also like the stream as well as we read away with your comments for a little bit as we get into Landon Collins, which is going to be our last subject before we start allowing guests on the show. So make sure you guys stay tuned if you guys want to be on the show. So, Bhavit, he's leaving. All right, guys, I'm going to have to dig great stream. All right, Bhavit, always good to have you on, my friend. I wish you could have came on the as a guest, but maybe next time, my friend. Jay Glazer with Odell trade. Yeah, media noise is annoying. Yeah, I mean,
You gotta understand though, it's a business, so they have to at least get some attention, especially with the whole like we were talking about this, but this is why I think they was releasing news since it's the off season and AEF is getting their little a time to like shine a little bit. They wanted to bring something out to be relevant and get money or something because it's still a business at the end of the day. So they need to find stuff to talk about while there's nothing to talk about.
Exactly. And if you guys notice, the NBA is starting to get popular because it's NBA season right now. Nothing else is on but NBA. Baseball is on the preseason. Who cares? Sorry to all baseball fans, but who cares about preseason baseball? So we got basketball right now. So obviously, the sport, the NFL, the football media is obviously going to try to make up anything they can to get more attention on the NFL. The NBA does it too. The NBA was talking about whoever leaked that Anthony Davis wanted to get traded right before the Super Bowl. The breaking news: Anthony Davis wants to get traded. That was for some media attention. That was they released that. I think Anthony Davis requested a trade before that. But then, that came up right before the Super Bowl so they can get media attention back in the NBA. It's all sports politics, guys. It's all a chess. It's a chess game. It's a game of chess. So, Kid Blue, how's your job doing? I just started about 2 weeks ago, my friend. Thank you for asking. The job is going very well. I am with the post office, and this will give me the ability to make videos for you guys. So I thought this would be the best opportunity. So yeah, the job is going great so far, my friend. Thank you for asking. In the AAF, can a touchdown be challenged or is it automatically reviewed? I think it's automatically reviewed just like the NFL, but I'm sure if I don't know. I think it's automatically reviewed, but are you a Yankee fan? Yes, I am a Yankee fan. But I'm a casual Yankee fan, so I couldn't talk baseball with you. I apologize about that. But let's start talking about Landon Collins because that's what everybody's here for, I guess. But Landon Collins. Now, we all know, okay, Josina Anderson, it wound up being correct that Josina Anderson did actually truthfully state, I don't like Josina Anderson whatsoever. She like hates Odell with a passion. But she talked about Landon Collins. She talked about that she had sources saying that Landon Collins was seen cleaning out his locker room and saying goodbye to his teammates. And then we've seen Paul Schwartz try to say that was false. And then Landon Collins wound up exposing himself on Paul Schwartz's Twitter, which is kind of weird because Paul Schwartz was defending Landon Collins, which is that was an a-hole kind of move for Landon Collins right there. Paul Schwartz was defending Landon Collins. And Landon Collins was like, nah, bro. The only stuff I left were the stuff I didn't need. So he was basically saying that he did clean out his locker, and it is what it is. Landon Collins could be on his way out, and the Giants could franchise tag him. I think Dave Gettleman is a little smarter than that. He's not going to franchise tag somebody that is not going to play and is not going to put in his all for the team. So best bet right now is to let the guy walk and see what he can get. But Landon Collins right now, he's gone. I think the Kansas City Chiefs pretty much have a lock on him right now. The Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Redskins, those teams.
Yep. And they are saying that they're gonna have long-term contract talks after the whole combine. But is it combine or the draft?
After the, I don't know. I think after free agency starts.
Well, they're talking about how they're gonna have long-term contract talks, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Would I want to see Landon stay on the team? Yeah, because I don't want another hole to open when we already have all these other holes. But it also opens up cap space so we could be able to find someone and have more money to like fill those holes in that we have. So to see him leave? No, I kind of wanted to see him stay as a Giant. He wanted to stay as a Giant before all this commotion that's being spoken about.
Yeah.
But, yeah. If he has to go, he has to go. We're not gonna franchise tag someone that's not gonna earn the money they getting because it makes no sense to even keep him if you don't want to be a part of the team.
Yeah, exactly. So after NYG said after the combine. Okay. So Bobby said, "Kid Blue, do I get a ranch? Join in a couple more streams, my friend, and I'll give you a ranch. I don't just like lay my wrenches out to everybody. I give it to people who have been a part of my streams like for months. So that's what I usually do.
it seems like he throws his wrenches around, but it's because most of the people that got wrenches
I
has
forgot
been
about that.
one of his dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, like Jeffrey Abbey has always been part of my thing, and I just gave him a wrench today. So you got to work your way up there, my friend. I'm not gonna say I'm not playing hard to get or anything, but I just don't want to give my wrenches out to just everybody out there. Time to burn Collins jersey. I mean, you shouldn't do that. You paid money for it, so there's no really point of doing that. The only person you're hurting is yourself. I'm pretty sure Landon Collins does not care.
Yeah,
Franchise him and see if he can play linebacker. I said that when we were still in the 4-3. See if he can play linebacker, but I don't think he will fit the 3-4 linebacker role unless he was playing inside linebacker, which like Deion Buchanan was a former safety. He's playing inside linebacker. You look at guys like Hassan Reddick. He's playing inside linebacker. A couple other guys that used to play safety. Hassan Reddick used to be a pass rusher, but now he's playing inside linebacker. But talking about other guys out there that used to play safety, playing inside linebacker in the 3-4, it happens a lot. So we'll see what happens. But I just don't think we should franchise tag him and put him at a whole new position, because then you're just really risking it there. Because it's already a risk franchise tagging him and making him play a position he already plays. But if you make him play a position he hasn't played in his life, then there's a problem.
Yeah, I feel like he do good as an inside linebacker, but it's not smart to take that risk if we're not sure if he's gonna even do good or even play, because he doesn't want a franchise tag. He wants a long-term contract.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I honestly think we should just stop. Like, everybody should just stop talking about it and just accept the fact that he's gone. I mean, Landon Collins, I honestly don't think he's coming. I honestly think he's not coming back. I mean, it is what it is. Dave Gettleman is smart enough to know not to franchise tag this guy, because he really doesn't want to. He really doesn't want to play under the franchise tag, and you really don't want a situation with Le'Veon Bell again. So, and to me, Landon Collins it looks like that type of guy that will pull that type of stuff off. So, not like we're gonna compete next year. We are gonna compete next year. I think we will compete, John. I think you'll be surprised what we can do next year. Kid Blue can have a wrench. I said this already, Bobby. You got to join in a couple other streams, my friend, before I lay them out, because I don't just give them out for anybody. So join in a couple more streams. Which NFL team do you think will have the toughest schedule in this year? I haven't looked at strength of schedule for each team, but it's out there. You have to look it up, but that already came out. Much respect to Collins, but if he doesn't want to stay, let him go and pay attention to the combine. Exactly. There are some good safeties I've got. I'll mention some safeties in my video I'm about to upload in the next coming days. I've got the Giants drafting 2 safeties in this draft, a free safety and a strong safety. So you guys will want to keep in mind with that. But I think the Giants can replace their safeties in this upcoming draft. Cutting DRC was stupid. Looking back at it, I guess it was stupid. He wasn't really demanding a huge contract, but I mean, I guess to make the team young and cheap, I guess that's what you had to do. But there's that. But potential spots for Landon Collins as we wrap up the Landon Collins situation, because I really don't want to talk about it anymore. But Landon Collins, you could give your top 5 teams. Matter of fact, Ray, you put out your top teams. Where do you think he's going to go first?
Well, first I'm gonna mention the teams everybody's saying. So Cowboys, Redskins. I'd say Chiefs. Who else?
Oh, John Mason says Bears. I don't think the Bears. They got Eddie Jackson and Adrian Amos. They don't need a safety.
Yeah, true. Imagine Green Bay. I don't know.
Green Bay, yeah, because they're missing out on Ha Clinton Dix. So replace an Alabama safety with another Alabama safety.
Exactly.
Didn't DRC retire? No, he was with the Raiders. NYG.
All right. So to answer, I don't know who asked this, but the team with the hardest strength of schedule is the Raiders.
Wow. Oh, they're screwed.
Yep. And
they're screwed. They have the worst roster in the NFL.
Yep. And this is how much the NFL loves the Patriots. They have the second easiest strength of schedule.
That's fan. Well, you know what? They have the second easiest strength of schedule because of the division they're in, first of all. The Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets, get out of here. They're in. Huh?
We have the 5th.
Yeah, we have the fifth easiest. Yeah, because we're also facing the AFC East. Telling you, AFC East is garbage. But yeah, guys. My top teams I have Landon Collins going to right now is the first. I have him going to the Chiefs. I really think he's going to the Chiefs. Chiefs. You could say Colts, Chiefs, Colts, Cowboys, Redskins. Let me throw another team in there. Raiders. Boom. My 5 teams right there, guys. Josh Calaveri says, I might have missed it already, but Kyler or Haskins, I'll say Haskins all the way for the NFL. If I'm playing a backyard football game, I'll say Kyler Murray. But if I'm talking about an NFL game, I'll get Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, because Dwayne Haskins is more NFL ready than Kyler Murray is, and like you said, I think on the second episode of Undrafted Analysts, Kyler Murray is gonna show off in the combine, but that doesn't mean that he's gonna do good in the NFL. So we'll see how it goes. The height is definitely gonna play a factor, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, guys. So the moment you guys have all been waiting for. If you guys want to be a part of the Undrafted Analysts, if you guys want to be the first guests of the Undrafted Analysts, I will right now put my email in the comments, and you guys can hit me up from there. And whoever's first, I will send you the link. I'll call you, and hopefully you guys have Google Hangout. You guys have to have Google Hangout. Download the app. I'll call you from there, and you got to pick up. So all I ask right now, guys, don't matter who you are right now, unless you like entertaining, talking sports, Waterboy Report, Meet the Mets, Bad Dog, a couple other guys, YouTubers, do not put your camera on. Only the main YouTubers can put their cameras on. But I ask that you just don't put your cameras on, guys. That's all I ask. Just have it like a call-in show, because I just want to limit the trolls here, guys. Okay, guys. So there is the email. Make sure you guys in the email, you guys need to put your YouTube name, so I know who you guys are. Because you guys may have a different email than obviously I have a different email for different from my username. So in the email, all I need to know is your YouTube username. That's it. Don't put me, pick me, or anything like that. So just put your username. That's it. So yeah, as we wait for any takers. Hold on. I have Google Hangout. All right. So if you're first, MYG31. I'm going to refresh my thing here. Also, guys, if you guys want me, because I do highlights. I cut up. I download the whole stream. I cut up what are the highlights, and I post them as individual videos. You guys may have seen that, like my Lamar Jackson rant we talked about. I ranted about Kyler Murray. I talked about Indianapolis possibly being a super team with Antonio Brown. If you guys have a highlight suggestion, put it in the comment section, and I'll consider highlighting it and putting it as an individual video. So if you guys had a favorite part of the stream, make sure you guys tell me what your favorite part of the stream was, and I'll highlight it for you guys, and then I'll post it. So just give me a suggestion, guys. But I'm gonna keep refreshing as I go here. Let's see who is the first. As I wait here, am I even on the right email? Yes, I am. Okay, just making sure. No, that's not from nobody today. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna fall under. Oh, it's gonna fall on the primary because they're emailing me. Okay, so I thought it'd be different if they were talking to me from YouTube.
No, it should show on primary.
Yeah, primary. Yeah, no, because I'm thinking they're talking to me from YouTube, so it's gonna show up on my social, but no, that's not the case. But yeah, guys. So I also wanted to talk about pass rushers, guys. I know somebody. Let me know who mentioned pass rushers in this chat, but I want to talk about pass rushers a little bit. And as I think my stream froze, but want to talk about pass rushers. I'm liking. Right now, I think the person that's really going to fall to us is either Clelin Ferrell or Montez Sweat. Now, I like Montez Sweat a little better than Cleveland Farrell. A lot of people like Cleveland Farrell better, and the majority does because they have him being drafted in the top 5 or top 10. And they have Montez Sweat being drafted as late as 17 to the Tennessee Titans. But I love Montez Sweat. I really think he's worth a 6th overall pick. I may be crazy, guys. I may be crazy. But you guys, we were all going crazy when the Browns drafted Denzel Ward 4th overall, and that wound up to be a fantastic pick for the Browns. So you guys just can't go off of these mock drafts. You guys got to have your own opinions in it. And my own opinion right now, I really like Montez Sweat. I really think he can be a 6th overall pick. I really like what he can do. I think he fits this defense perfectly. At strong side linebacker, we definitely need a strong side linebacker. So Montez Sweat to me would probably be the best fit as far as a pass rusher goes for the Giants. The next would be Cleveland Farrell and then Josh Allen, but I really don't think Josh Allen will fall to us. He's got to be going, at least in the top 5. So I don't know. Have you got a chance to look at any pass rushers to see who you like?
Nah, not yet, but I'm gonna take your word for it. I keep hearing you talk about Montez Sweat, so I gotta look at him because you mentioned him a couple times, so I'm expecting him to be as good as you put him out to be.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this combine, guys. Really looking forward. As I got an email. Let's see who's the email. All right, MYG31. You are the lucky winner, my friend. As I'm refreshing it just to see if anybody else has emailed because I'll go in order. If you guys could keep emailing me, go ahead. If you want to be on the show, email me. And I have my email there. Go ahead and email me. And I'll bring you on as the next guest. So I will send you the link, MYG31. I'll give you about 3 or 4 minutes to say what you want to talk about. Then we'll move on to the next caller or whatever it is. Because I'm not going to try to play like favoritism or anything and have anybody.
Put the wrong email.
You put the wrong email?
Yeah, because I was retyping it so people could see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you typed it in right, I think?
No, I put whoa.
Oh, X. You didn't put the X. Okay. Yeah. Got you. All right. So, MYG31, I am emailing you back the link. Go ahead and join the link, my friend. And we'll be awaiting for you. I'm out, Kid Blue. Thanks for the good stream. I appreciate that, James. Thank you for being a part of the stream, my friend. Thank you for always joining the Undrafted Analysts. This show would not be possible without you guys. So I definitely appreciate that. So yeah, we're just waiting on NYG31 to join.
And one thing I'd like to reiterate is sorry if we kind of like dead right now. We're tired from life.
Yeah, life is hitting.
I don't know if y'all was here in the beginning, but I only slept like 3 hours today. I'm running on 7 hours of sleep in 2 days. It's midterms week. I'm in college, full-time student, so it's killing me right now. But hopefully by next week I'll be able to upload some videos and next week's episode will be more lively because
yeah. Yeah, man, guys. Well, we are tired, definitely, but we're still doing the stream for you guys. If you guys, like I said, go ahead and email me if you guys want to be part of the stream. NYG31, if anything happens with the
what's up, man? What's up?
Oh, hey, what's going on, NYG31?
I got the link, man. I got the link.
Awesome. What's going on, man? You're the first guest ever on this show.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you, man.
No, I wanted to go on Entertainers Live last night. I was trying to call in like twice. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get in because they had so much calls. I was like, forget, let me go to bed.
Yeah.
And then I find you online. I was like, all right, I have to go online. And I was going to talk about Landon Collins, but I was like, nah, you don't want to talk about it because I made a video about it like yesterday.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I did make a video about it. I was like, if he's going to stay, he's going to leave because I heard somebody talking about it. And then I heard someone say they was cleaning out his locker and stuff like that. And it's like, if he's going to stay and leave, I heard he's going on vacation too. So
yeah.
That's what I heard. So I don't know if he's really saying that he doesn't want to be with the Giants. But if he doesn't want to be with the Giants, I mean, good riddance. Because I say in the chat, like, we should draft a safety in the 5th round or 6th round. But he said you're going to make a video about it like tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, I'll be making a video in the next coming probably the next 2 days or so. Hopefully tomorrow it'll come out. But I have who we can replace Landon Collins with. And back to your point, you were talking about how if Landon Collins doesn't want to be with us, then good riddance, right? So the Giants are such a classy organization.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and we don't put up with that kind of stuff. Other teams do it. Other teams have their controversies. Like we talked about the Cowboys earlier today with Randy Gregory and all that stuff. Like we don't put up with any of that stuff. If you're a problem, if you are, talk down on us and stuff like that on this organization, we'll get rid of you. We'll cut our losses.
Did you? I don't know if you have subbed to my other channel, NYK31. But I did make a video about Porzingis. I made a rant about Porzingis, how he disrespected the organization, how he didn't want to be there no more. I'm like, I got so angry and frustrated because he did say in draft night he wanted to be in New York, and now he turned his back because the thing is he doesn't want to trust the process that we're trying to rebuild. And the thing is, he was injury prone, so he has no right really to demand a trade or anything. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree. He was injured. He hasn't played all season. I mean, you have to, even though we could say the Knicks have been rebuilding for about 20 years now. So
because of the freaking owner.
Yeah, you're right. But I guess he was getting impatient. He felt like his career was wasting, and I guess he got frustrated.
He's dumb for that, and I don't think he's gonna make it with Dallas, man. I think Dallas will just go get rid of him because they gave up 2 first-round picks to us, and now we could have a better, brighter future than Dallas right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't even mean to talk about basketball, but I did say that I want to talk about Giants football, but this basketball is just on my mind and stuff like that. So
one thing I'm gonna say, since you brought up basketball, is if the Knicks were to get Zion Williamson, that organization will change completely. He's what will make that team. Like they will have to build the team around Zion because he's just
the next LeBron.
Exactly.
But it's a 14% chance we might get that first pick, though.
We'll see.
Because we just won last night.
See, that's what I really like about the NBA, the lottery picks. Like,
exactly.
When you start, with the NFL, it's whoever has the worst record, which is a good system too. But don't you want to have that anticipation? Like, damn, my team could get the first overall pick. You know what I mean? Like, I would love that. I would love that. The NFL needs to incorporate something like that, maybe just for a year or two, just to see how it works,
I don't think it's going to work with the NFL because it's 2 different sports. You have basketball, you have football. So I don't think it's going to work with the NFL. Basketball is more popular than the NFL. The NFL goes by, the worst records and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what the NBA should do instead of this draft lottery, because the draft lottery doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, so you don't want the draft lottery?
I just wanted it to be like the NFL. Whoever have the worst record gets the first pick. Whoever have the second worst gets a second pick. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because, like, say if there's like a big team that already has stacked players and they get lucky and get the first overall pick, they're gonna still be building on the team that they don't need to build on. They're gonna get players that they don't really need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could take Boston for example because they has too many first round picks. So
I completely understand. I completely agree with you. But did you have anything else you want to talk about, NYG?
I was gonna talk about the draft too.
Okay.
About trying to get a quarterback and stuff like that because Entertainer and Bada was talking so many times about. If we shouldn't take Dwayne Haskins 6th overall because he's not really worth a 6th overall pick, even though he's better than any other quarterback in the draft. I think we should build through the defense, build the offense, and then get a quarterback like next year.
See,
That's my philosophy.
yeah, I'm on board with you because if I have a guy like right now I'm obsessed with pass rushers. Like these pass rushers in the draft, I really don't want to miss up on. You have your Josh
Yeah,
Allen, you have your Cleveland Farrell, you have your Montez Sweat. A lot
exactly.
of guys out there. We can't miss up on them.
We can't.
And I'm of the belief right now. The little spoiler alert for anybody watching. This just in my seventh round mock draft, I don't have the Giants drafting a quarterback. So that's where I would go right now. My first mock draft is going to be what I would do
Right.
as the Giants GM, and I do not have the Giants going quarterback this year. I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that. A lot of people are going to be very mad about that
Who
because
cares?
yeah.
Who cares? Who cares? We were like 26 in sacks last year. We couldn't even sack the quarterback.
Thank you. Because to me, defense, we need to work on our defense more so than the quarterback position. Because either way, Eli's going to be there. You know what I mean? Eli's going to be there. Kyler Leonard's backup, whatever.
But Eli's going to be out in the next year or so.
Yeah, Eli's going to be out next year. We drafted quarterback in the 2020 draft where there's better quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Justin Herbert.
Like Justin Herbert, he could have came out this year, but I'm glad he stayed in school. I wasn't fine about him staying in school. I want him to come out so we could draft him, but I think he made a right decision because the draft is weak and he needs to get better anyway. So that he already is.
One thing about that is it's a risk of him getting hurt. He's gonna be in college football and he's not making NFL. Well, he's not making money at all, to be honest. And what if by next draft he gets injured? It's I don't know. I kind of agree with he should have stood in school, but if he would have been in this draft, we would have had our quarterback of the future. I think
so. I wasn't thinking about it. I was in between thinking about him staying in school, coming out of the draft and stuff. I have like weird thoughts about it. I was like, what you just said, maybe he should have came out this year.
Yeah.
So we could draft that quarterback, but we need to build our defense and our offensive line. But our left side is good, but our right side is just horrific.
Exactly.
We need a center right now. I don't care about John Halpia. We need a center. We need a right guard, and we need a right tackle because Chad Wheeler, he's good at times, but at times he gave up a lot of rushes. So we must build on that. If we build on that and the defense, we could be super strong. We could be dominant. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I'd like to say is Jamon Brown didn't do bad, so I'd like to see him get re-signed.
Me too.
Hopefully we do, because that would be one less hole we actually got to fill in, because he wasn't bad. It
wasn't bad, but we still need to fill up the right side, even the backup side of it. Because what if Jamon Brown gets hurt?
Exactly.
Yeah. I agree.
And I haven't studied much prospects yet, but I will study more prospects. I've been more on the basketball side studying prospects because, the Knicks have been so bad.
Yeah, we all wish we could be the GMs of our favorite teams, right? Like, we're like, Dave Gilman just needs to listen to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
we have this dickhead owner, too, in New York that's messing up the Knicks. Just like Jerry Reese is messing up the Giants.
Years,
but
I mean,
he wasn't classy either. He's not even a classy GM. He just draft like wrong picks, like Eric Flowers, Eli Apple. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, Eli Apple, questionable Evan Ingram. Even though Evan Ingram. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I like Evan Ingram. I like where he picked him. I think he's going to be a great tight end for us in the future.
Yeah.
But remember, there was talk after the first round that the Giants were trying but didn't try hard enough to trade up in that draft to get Patrick Mahomes. So would you want Patrick Mahomes or Evan Ingram?
I would say, well, we needed a tight end at the time, so I don't know what to choose. If it's Patrick Mahomes or Evan Ingram, because we needed a tight end badly.
Remember, George Kittle was in that draft. He was chosen in the 5th round.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if we could have played our cards right.
We know how George Kittle was at the time. We don't know how he's going to be.
Yes, but that's the job of the scouts. You know, the scouts have to. That's their job. You know.
Yeah.
Because I think he was picking the 5th round for a reason.
He was good. He was good. He fell in drafts because teams didn't really feel like they needed a tight end. But he was good. Like, I mean, he was a top tight end as a prospect. He was like number 4. I think it was number 4, number 5 at tight end. But you know, that's up to the Giants draft scout team. You know, their job is to go at that table and say, okay, who are the guys we could choose in the 5th round or 4th round that's going to be productive for us in the future. And, you know, at that time, in Jerry Reese's days, you know, he picked really bad 4th round and 5th round prospects. His draft scout team was terrible.
What about that third round pick? He picked Davis Webb. We could have gone after Darian Hawkins from Temple. We could have picked that offensive line at the time too.
Oh, Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins. Are you talking about? Yeah. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's just that the Giants draft scout team at the time was so bad. Jerry Reese was calling all the shots. I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. Now we have Dave Gettleman. I have a lot more trust in him now. I mean, just think about Jerry Reese and draft day. I mean, it was to the point where I would end, like, you're supposed to be excited about the draft, but after the draft is all said and done, I'm always like, really? These are our guys?
These are our guys? What about Devin Kennard in the 5th round in 2014?
I love that. Was a very good pick. Very good pick. I'm very upset that we let go of Devon Kennard.
I'm mad too. I was mad too.
He had 7.5 sacks last year.
But I didn't think he fit that 3-4 defense though.
I think he would have fit the strong side linebacker because he's a pass rusher. He's a pass rusher. So, you know, he can play pass rusher. He could cover a little bit. He could cover it a little bit, but a little bit. Yeah, but he could. But he's a pass rusher, and I think he would have done great. He had 7 sacks with the Lions.
Oh yeah.
But any final thoughts for you, NYG31?
Not really. I mean, I just want to talk about the draft and football and Giants football in general. That's about it, really. If you want me to stay on, I'll stay on. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm gonna see if anybody else wants to join on, and then if nobody else wants to join on, I'll let you come back in. All right.
All right, no problem.
All right, man.
All right.
I'll let him. Take it easy. Take it easy, man.
All right. So as we conclude our first guest of the Undrafted Analysts.
That was awesome. That was good. I love NYG31. I've known him. If he's watching him right now, I've known him for a couple years now. We back in the TTC days when we used to be on with Eagle Speed, in his hangouts and stuff like that. He used to join in and give his opinions. And I love NYG31. Very good sub.
All right. So Jay Smith said he sent the email. So make sure you check.
Jay Smith sent the email. All right. Let's see here.
All right. Let me look at the comments. Eli could do better this year. I agree. The Giants don't need to draft quarterback this year. Eli's getting old, but honestly, I don't think he's doing that bad as our quarterback. I agree with that. I think we should get a line for Eli because I feel like there's a lot left in the tank that we're not seeing because of our line right now. If we added a pass rusher where other than defensive tackle Josh Morrow can. Okay, I don't know what you said, Jeffrey.
Okay, wait, what do you say? Which comment? If we add a pass rusher where other than DT, defensive tackle, can that new pass rusher start?
Where can the other pass rusher start at, basically?
It has to be a linebacker, so we could fill up the linebacker spot. That's what we were where the pass. I think our D line is fine. Our D line's fine. I think at defensive tackle they call it 3-4 defensive end, but from the other side. But 3 technique defensive tackle is also defensive end, 3-4 defensive end. 3 technique defensive tackle, what Dalvin Tomlinson used to play. Yeah. He's at nose tackle now, so now there's a hole there. I don't know if Mario Edwards is coming back. I would like to bring him back. But yes, there's a hole there. But remember, we're forgetting about RJ McIntosh. He's going to be the guy to fill in that spot. RJ McIntosh is a very underrated guy. He was injured all season, but when he did play at the end of the season, he played very well. So I imagine he's going to take up that starting spot. So I don't think the Giants are really going to spend a big big money or a big high draft pick in that position. So we look at, I guess you can't have too many pass rushers, but at 6, I want a starter or a future quarterback. Jeffrey, it's just like Haskins is just like not the best guy in my opinion. I feel it's too much to risk any of these quarterbacks. Yeah, I completely agree, Jay Smith. And Jay Smith, I don't know if you have to send that email once again because I did not get an email. I'll put the email once again. WOHXBeastX@gmail.com. You could just copy and paste it and email me. So if anybody else wants to join the Undrafted Analysts, you guys can copy and paste that email to your email, and all you need to do is message me saying who you are on YouTube so I know who's coming on, and we can go from there. So would you get mad if we don't draft a quarterback 6th overall? I'll actually be happy. Open Minds Freestyle. I'll be happy we don't draft the quarterback. I'm one of the YouTubers that are not very opposed to that, because here's the thing. I want to see how Montez Sweat does in the combine. That's going to tell us a lot. But here's the thing. Nick Bosa, obviously, he's not going to be there.
Exactly.
Josh Allen, not going to be there. Cleveland Farrell could be there. But then there's Montez Sweat. He's right on the borderline of, is he a reach or is he a gem? So when it comes to Montez Sweat, to me, it's either Montez Sweat, Devin White, or Dwayne Haskins. If you ask me, I'm taking Montez Sweat and Devin White over Dwayne Haskins. So it depends on who you ask. I really like Devin White. I think he could be a really good inside linebacker. I think immediately he could be a top 10 inside linebacker in this league. And then Montez Sweat, I think he's going to be a very good pass rusher in this league. So it depends on who you ask. To me, I would go defense all the way. But that's just my opinion. What's your top need there at number 6, Ray?
I'd say pass rusher or offensive lineman, but like you said, it's not like with our left side being good, the right side needs to be dealt with. I feel like that's something we could get in later rounds, and
exactly. I also addressed that in my mock draft too.
Yeah, and also with what is it called? Jawan James. We have who was the other person that you said?
Darrell Williams.
Yeah, Darrell Williams. We have options outside of draft. So if we sign those people, then we're not gonna have really too many holes on offensive line. Like in defense, we have cornerback. We need a cornerback. We need a pass rusher. We need, in my opinion, we need another linebacker. We need freaking safety. Like it's so many holes in defense. So I feel like that should be our focus for now, because as you said, the next draft class is going to be more stacked in the quarterback position. So I feel like that's when we should go after a quarterback, because if we trying to fill in those holes on the offensive line, we should give Eli another year and see how he does with a better offensive line. I know we said this last year before all these injuries and all this stuff, but hopefully nobody gets hurt. Cornerback, we have Sam
quickly, I want to point. Sorry about that. Quickly, Jay Smith, I did get your email. Remember to turn off your camera, please, because I just want to have it like a call-in show. I don't want to have any cameras on. Make sure you turn on your camera before you join the stream. That's all I ask of you. And go ahead.
All right. I was ending it right now anyway. I was like, okay. And also we have Sam Beal, cornerback, to see. Hopefully he does good. So that could be one less hole we really need to fill. But I feel like defense is more of a need than offensive line at this point.
Yeah, and there are some very good cornerback prospects in the second round. We don't like, a lot of people are saying, what do you think about Greedy Williams in the first round? And he was definitely an option for me early in the draft. Early in the draft process and stuff like that. But Greedy Williams is great. He's by far the best corner in this draft. It's just that I just think we could fill a better need right now. I think cornerback is a big need, yes. But, we have some guys coming back. We have Sam Beal, Janoris Jenkins. We can go second round and get ourselves a good cornerback. You could really find yourself a cornerback from 1st to 5th round. I mean, look at Josh Norman. He's a 5th round pick. There's a lot of 5th round guys. James Bradbury from the Carolina Panthers, he's a 3rd round pick. There's a lot of guys. Richard Sherman, 3rd round pick. I can keep going. There are a bunch of cornerbacks you can find in later the drafts that are going to be pretty good for you in the future. So when it comes to cornerback, I really don't think spending number 6 overall is really unless he's a Jalen Ramsey type. I think Jalen Ramsey was definitely worth that number. I believe he was picked number 5 overall, something like that. 5th overall, something like that, or 6th back in like the 2015 draft. Yeah. But I think we can get some good cornerbacks elsewhere later on in the draft. Round 5 is where the Giants make great picks. Here's the thing, too, guys. I also want to point out something. We have 2 4th-round picks, 3 5th-round picks, yep, and 2 7th-round picks. I guarantee you heard it here first on Undrafted Analysts. You heard it here first. The Giants are trading up for a 3rd-round pick. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
The Giants are trading up to the 3rd round. I can guarantee you that the Giants are not going to be satisfied with 3 5th-round picks. 3 5th-round picks and 2 7th-rounders. They can easily get back into the 7th round. I think they'll do that. And they have 2 4th-rounders. So they can trade up. They could trade one of their 4th rounds, trade like 2 of their 5th rounds if they need to, and they can get a 3rd-round pick. I guarantee you. So I haven't looked at the draft value about it yet. But, yeah, there's that.
So even for our 2nd-round pick, I believe 34th overall defense over offense, like
I say defense again. I have there's some good corners going. You can go defense, you can go offensive tackle, but I got a very good sleeper offensive tackle in the 4th round we could pick up. But if there's a guy like an Andre Dillard, there's a couple of guys. I forgot there's another guy out there, Dalton Reisner, and then another guy that he's on the tip of my tongue right now in the 2nd round. I guess we can go after him. But I really want to go corner in the 2nd round because right there in the 2nd round, you can get some pretty good value at corner. 2nd to 3rd round are the sweet spots for corners. So
yeah.
When I was looking at all the prospects, I was liking some guys in the 2nd round, but you guys can let me know what you think about that. Jay Smith, I don't know, maybe taking a little long. You're taking a little long to join it. I did send the link. Let me know if there was any problems with sending the link. I could definitely resend it if you need me to. But I don't know what's going on.
All right, so I got a question for you. Yep. Let's say we get into the 3rd round, and for the 1st and 2nd round picks, we take defense. 3rd round, do you still think we should go defense or go offense?
It depends on who's there. But I'd say just you could spend. I had the Giants also drafting a wide receiver as well early in the 4th round. So a guy named Gary Jennings, very very underrated wide receiver out of West Virginia. Doesn't really run crazy routes. He's a little stiff on the routes, but he's a very good deep threat, can stretch the field. Very good hands. This guy has amazing hands. The big knock on him is the questionable stiffness of his hips, and he can't really run routes that well. West Virginia doesn't really require him to do that. Each time I click the link, it goes to my Hangouts, but doesn't bring you up. Okay, I'll try to resend you the link. Man. Each time I click the link, it goes to my Hangouts. But here I'm gonna take your email, Jay. I'm gonna take your email. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna invite you from your email. I'll see how that works. Copy. But yeah, guys. I'm really excited to show you guys who I have the Giants drafting, because last year I did the same thing. I had the Giants drafting Saquon Barkley. I had the Giants drafting Will Hernandez. I had the Giants drafting B.J. Hill, but I had the Giants drafting B.J. Hill, but I scratched him off like an idiot, and I put some other dude in there that I don't even think was even drafted. I had the Giants drafting B.J. Hill in the 5th round, but he got chosen in the 3rd round. Because he really went up those draft boards. Chuck Sharts is in the chat. He's back in the chat saying, "Sup, Kid Blue? What's going on, man? We're just chilling here, waiting for some callers. We got Jay Smith. I'm waiting for him to join the chat. But if anybody wants to join, make sure you guys let's see here. Make sure. Let me know if you got the invite, Jay. I'm going to put my email in the chat right now, guys. If you guys are interested in being a guest on the show, you guys can give your input for 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll try to move on to the next caller from there. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for the draft, man, because it's like one of those drafts that I'm like, yo, I don't know who we're gonna pick. Like last year, it was Saquon. I mean, Saquon. There was no. Some people were saying Darnold, but I mean, everybody's saying Saquon. Ja'Kai Polite, yes, he's another guy. Ja'Kai Polite, but Ja'Kai Polite, I don't know. He's a beast. That guy's a monster. But I don't know if he's gonna go as early as the sixth, as sixth overall. I think that's me. Oh, I don't like Jalen Ferguson. Jeffrey, I watched Jalen Ferguson on film. That dude is bad. I don't like. He's a 4th-round pick, 4th-round, 5th-round guy, 4th-round, 5th-round guy. I do not like Jalen Ferguson. Brian Burns is good. He's the guy we could pick up in the second if we were to wait for the second round. But I had Brian Burns going in the 1st round. I think I have him going to Carolina. Kid Blue, are you mad at me? No, not at all, man. Bobby. Why would I be mad at you, Bobby? I'm not mad at you.
I have a feeling the Giants are gonna take Dwayne Haskins though. I just know they're gonna take him.
Yeah, they've shown some sources have said they've shown some interest in Haskins. They show some interest in getting a quarterback in general.
Yeah.
But no new invite. Dang, man. Hold on. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Jay. Let me try to get you in, man. It worked fine for NYG31.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Yep. That's how it goes. Don't worry, guys. Listen, I promise you guys, when I get a better computer, I'm going to be doing what Chris does and using OBS and using Skype at the same time. My computer just can't hold that. It can't do all that. So it's a really crappy computer. So when I do that, I'll be able to have you guys on. You guys can call in. Piece of cake. You use your phone. You use your cell phone. Call me up. And from there on, it'll be good. Sutton Smith could be a late round pick. You know, a lot of people are talking about Sutton Smith. I have to watch him on film, but a lot of people are saying he's like a 6th round, 7th round prospect, something like that. What's so special about a 6th round or 7th round prospect? If he's so good, why is he not being talked about as a better pick? Everybody's talking about Sutton Smith as being a 6th or 7th rounder. So exactly. Why is everybody talking about him if he's a 6th or 7th rounder?
Oh yeah, your other thing left the chat, left the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, my phone died. That's why.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
It was on the charger, but it died.
You had your brightness up?
No, it must have not been on all the way. I must have moved, and it must have not been on all the way. So you guys are probably gonna see us like take turns. You guys aren't gonna see us in the on the film strip, on the little film strip. So it's just gonna keep until I can get my phone back on. It's gonna keep doing that. Let me put live for a second. Yeah, it's gonna do that. Oh crap. But anyway, man, I'm trying to get Jay Smith in here. I don't know why it's not working. Screenshot. Oh, you sent me a screenshot. Let's see. Okay, when I click. It doesn't do nothing when you click it. Try holding it down. Jay Smith, try holding it down. Hold it down. Yeah, my Hangout doesn't bring him up. If you hold down the link, maybe it'll say join link or something like that. Maybe it'll say like open link or something. Let me try adding you as a friend on Hangout or something like that. Let me see if that's a possibility. If I could add you as a friend on Hangout. I know Meet the Mets told me how to do it, but I just didn't understand what he was saying. Meet the Mets was talking about something, dude. I don't know. Let me try to bring up a chat here. But let me know if the chat keeps updating, Ray.
Yeah.
leave your questions and comments, guys, as we near the wrap up of this show. Let's see here.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
technical difficulties.
gonna email you another way, Jay Smith. I'm gonna email you another way. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna email you another way. But yeah, add my email. Basement. All right, send. I gotta find a way to open up the Google Hangout thing. Let me try to open up the Google Hangout thing. I just don't know how to navigate Google Hangout, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta get my boy Meet the Mets in here. I don't know if he's in here. I don't think he is. Not today. MYG31. Jay Smith, you have a Google Hangout. But anyway, guys, let's keep this going so we don't get too boring out here, man. So
yeah, bro.
So you guys gotta let me know who you guys think the Giants should, who do you guys are liking. Also, Jeffrey Abbey, please elaborate on Sutton Smith and why is he so special, but yet he's still considered a 6th round or 7th round prospect. I can't fathom that. I don't understand that. Because usually when you have those sleeper guys, 6th round, 7th round prospects, they always rise up the draft boards. How do you add people as a friend on here? I just see like contacts, but like that. But then that says new conversation. I'm not trying to start a new conversation. I'm just trying to start a.
I wish it would let me add people because I think it'll be easier for me to add them, but it's not letting me since you're the host of the thing.
I'm gonna send them the link. I'm gonna send them the link from Hangout. Let's see. Jay Smith, if you're on the Hangout app right now, go to the Hangout app. You have to have the app. Go to the Hangout app, and I'm going to send you the link from the Hangout app. Hopefully that'll work. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, hopefully.
I want to be able to have the guests on the show. Boom. Invite has been sent to Jay Smith from Google Hangouts. Make sure you have the app, man. All right. Not sure, but he led the country on sacks 2 years ago. Sutton Smith, 2016, 14 sacks, 2017, 15 sacks. Wow. So I don't know. Wait, what school does he play for? Does he play for a small school? Is that why he's not being considered? In 2018, Smith led the country in sacks and tackles for loss. Wow. So what school does he play for? Does he play for a Power 5? Does Sutton Smith play for a Power 5 school? Because if he did, then why is he a 7th round prospect? That make no type of sense to me. It says Jay Smith is online, so hopefully he got it. We'll know if Jay Smith is on when we see him pop up.
Yeah.
But Northern Illinois. All right, so NIU. He's an NIU Husky. I used to love their uniforms, man. Love their uniforms. I got it, but not doing nothing. Really? 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 This is so bad, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me click on this link, see what happens.
Bro, we got freaking your other account getting signed out. We got freaking
Bro, I'm getting trolled right now.
people not being able to join. Like, it's crazy.
Hold on, am I about to join this thing twice? I think I'm joining twice. You're already in the video call. Oh yeah, see, look, it's joining for me, Jay. I don't know what's going on. device. Apologize, guys. I really do apologize. I'm sorry. This sucks. I'm sorry, Jay. I don't know. I really don't know why it's not working, man. I think it's from that. I don't know if it's because you're on a mobile device. I don't know if it's any different on a mobile device. I used to join no problem from mobile devices. So back when I used to join these things. Ah, man, but we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out, Jay. I really want you on the show, man. I really do. Can't figure it out. I'm not good with technology. That's one reason I never started my own Giants channel. I mean, you can. All you need is a cell phone, man. You need a cell phone and a good opinion and a decent opinion, a different opinion, and you could be a YouTuber just like anybody, man.
Exactly.
So if anybody else wants to join in before we end this stream, you guys can join in. If anybody else wants to join in, you guys can. It might be I'm on an S9. I don't know. It should work. Should work.
It should work. I'm on a Note 5. Like,
yeah, it should work. But if anybody else wants to join before we end this, let me know. I'm gonna be put my email in. I kind of want somebody else to try to see too, just in case it's a problem for anybody else.
yeah, if anybody wants to guess real quick before we end it, just email
me
at gmail.com. So we'll get you in here before we close this out.
All right, I'm gonna add back the Royal HD. I'm gonna add back the Royal HD account. I would definitely, but we'll definitely say love your channel. Me and my wife watch you all the time. I remember when, really, 52 subscribers back then, and your wife too. Hold on, man. Automatic mod. Thank you so much, man. I have very few people that are still with me from all the way back then. I have another one, a guy I really like, Nasir Caso. He's been with me since like around 50 subscribers as well. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Just like the growth that I've gone through. You guys have seen me grow as well as watching myself grow. So thank you so much, Jay. Say hi to your wife for me. Appreciate you guys. Loving the show, loving the channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the support. Just you watching the show is huge support. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys want to join the stream, let me know. That email right there, click that email. Copy and paste that email right there. Email me. Let me know you want to be a part of the stream. All you need to do is let me know who you are on YouTube, of course, and I will add you on to the stream. And you can be a guest on the Undrafted Analysts. Smash the like button. Yes, guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Definitely. Listen,
our goal is 20, guys. Can we get to 20, guys? Can we get to 20? We're at 19. We're at 19. Please don't do this to me, guys. Please don't do this to me. All right. I'm joining with my second phone right now, so we can add the film strips on the bottom, guys. So technical difficulties, please stand by. You guys are gonna see me double time, and maybe you may get a little echo. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Sound like a robot. I see 14. You see 14 likes, NYG? Oh no. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, we got to 20. We got to 20. Let me refresh. I don't know why he says he sees 14. I'm scared.
I see 21 likes.
21 likes. We exceeded our goal. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for liking the stream. You guys are awesome. Every single day, every time we do this stream, it's even better and better and better. The first stream wasn't as good. I know who that Lozada is. I know who Wilberto Lozada is. Somebody is not using their correct account. But whatchamacallit? Oh man, but like I said, guys, our first stream was decent. Our first stream was all right. It was actually good for our first stream, our first episode. Our second episode was even better, and this episode is even better. So I would like to keep that theme going, guys. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, please join every single stream every Tuesday. Phone taken away. Figures. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You guys can match that up to wherever you guys are living at, Pacific, Mountain, Midwest, or wherever you guys are at, or Canada, or Canada's the same time. Canada's the same. Okay, they got Eastern Time too. Okay, forget about that. Canada, eh? I mean, I was just thinking about foreign people. I just think about Canadian bacon. So, Afghanistan, Russia, Hawaii, wherever you guys are at, 7 o'clock
Madagascar, wherever you are.
Madagascar, yeah, Nigeria, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
No matter where you guys are at, you guys can tune into the Undrafted Analysts and go ahead and talk with us. I'm gonna be checking my email once more. If nobody wants to join, that's a teardrop on me. But it is what it is.
Listen, this is our first episode with a guest, and some of the people that said they wanted to join last episode aren't here. So
yeah, they couldn't join. No, I really think it didn't send a notification. Because Dylan Renner always joins my streams. Dylan Renner, Mr. Invincible, he always joins my stream. So I don't know if they got the notification that I'm on. But at least I joined. Yeah, NYG31. You are the first ever guest on the Undrafted Analyst, man. I appreciate that, my friend.
You made history.
You made history today, man. 10 years from now, when this show has 200,000 viewers, I will say NYG31 did participate in that. He was the first, the first of many. First of many. But yeah, guys. Let's start wrapping this up. It's 9 o'clock. The show's going on for 2 hours. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I apologize to my man Jay Smith. I apologize you couldn't join on. We'll try to fix that next time, man. All you Giants family, good night. 4 a.m. What? 4 a.m. for work? Oh, I think it says 4 a.m. right now. I'm about to say, Jesus Lord. But yeah, man, I know how that is, Jay Smith. I used to work at UPS. I have to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So thank you so much for joining the stream and taking time out of your day. Go ahead and get some sleep, my friend. And I'll see you in the next podcast. But to all you guys here in the stream, thank you guys for 22 likes and a bunch of views. Thank you so much, guys. This was a great stream. This was even better than the second stream and the first stream, so hopefully we keep that going for next episode. Remember, guys, to follow me on Twitter. If you guys have any storylines you guys want me to cover, and I'll even give you credit. If you guys have any storylines you guys want me to cover, hit my Twitter up, KidBlueRB27. Hit me up on there, any storylines, and also follow me for any updates on the channel and things like that. That's the best way you guys can talk to me. KidBlueRB27, same thing as my YouTube channel. Add me on Twitter. Link is in the description below. So with all that being said, you have any final thoughts, Ray?
Nope, not at all. I want to sleep. That's all I gotta say.
For real, man. I'm about to hit the sack right now, man. For real. As soon as I came home, I started planning out the stream. As soon as I came home, I started cooking, planning out the stream, and let's go, Ray, let's go. But yeah, go ahead and follow Big Blue News in the description below.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, what? Were you gonna say something else? Or are you gonna say?
I was gonna just say fun fact. Right, like 30 minutes before the stream, I was sleeping. So.
Oh yeah, I have to wake this dude up. All right, guys. And William Pascal says, "Good night, Kid Blue." Good night to you, William. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. Thank you for another great episode of the Undrafted Analysts, and I will see you guys in the